What's up, Leos? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, guys, here we are. It's September. So, let's take a look at what is going on for you guys. So, I hope everyone has been having a good month so far. That has been good. It's treated everyone kindly. Now, guys, this is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Leo signs. And keep in mind that all the energies could be transferable. So, I could be picking up on something that you're feeling, or maybe someone close to you. So we'll see what pops up. I'll pull some advice cards for you guys at the end. All right. What is going on for my Lions? September 2019. What's going on with my Leos? Just adjusting this. All right, so we have past, present, and future. Oh my God, every card came out upright. For those of you who always yell at me for having reversals, you're probably so happy right now, but the energy is a reversal. So let's start with this. So guys, with the Empress in the reverse as your energy, this is something that you're either not moving forward with or something that is going to be ending for you. For some, unfortunately, maybe it could mean a pregnancy that doesn't happen or doesn't get to full term. But there's something that's ending here that your soul is really at ease with. Now, we have the Knight of Swords here. So this could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini that's around the situation, or maybe someone who has the characteristics of an air sign. So someone who's very intelligent, quick on their feet, just very logical, quick thinkers, things like that. So yeah, there's definitely a change because of something that won't grow or can't grow anymore. So let's talk about it. So the first card that we have for your past is you guys, the Strength card, all right? So this is you guys just being very strong and resilient in a situation. So let's see why this is coming out. We have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. And we have the World card. So this is excellent, guys, because there's a new chapter that starts for you. And you know that there's something in your life that was unconventional, and I see you guys really moving away from this. But it's like you have this clarity. If you had a lot of choices in regards to which direction to take, this is you choosing a direction. If you weren't sure of the truth of a situation, this is you seeing everything for what it is. So let's continue on. The next card that you guys have is the seven? Yeah, this is the Seven of Pentacles. So with the Seven of Pentacles here, this is going to be a sense of waiting. Okay, something that you're waiting on, maybe money that you're waiting on too. So let's see why this is here. We have the Six of Cups. And we have the Chariot. So you guys have a lot of powerful cards because there's something that is really taking off for you here. For some of you, maybe this has to do with travel. For others of you, it's just taking off very quickly. But with the Six of Cups, yes, this could be a card that talks about the past, but it could also be a card that like brings on that really good like nostalgic feeling. So I don't know if any of you ever went to like summer camp back in the day where you were with all your friends and it was just a fun time. Like, this is a card that I would use to describe that. So it doesn't necessarily have to be something from the past, but something that just kind of gives you that good, loving feeling where you're around people that you love. It could also be things that have to do with children as well with the Six of Cups. Okay, now with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse and the Four of Pentacles in the reverse at the bottom here, there is something that despite the efforts put into it, it just wasn't working out, so I had to get cut out. Okay. The last card that you guys have for the past is the Justice card. So it could be a karmic situation that you guys found yourself dealing with. Maybe you guys were dealing with something that had to do with, a court case or a court hearing. We have the King of Swords in the reverse here. Let's pull one more. And we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so now when we have this energy with the Justice card, think of it as, kind of like a karma sort of card. But here, Leo, it really depends what side of the spectrum that you are on, because I feel like there's a situation where someone could really get kind of screwed over by it, but somebody else could. It doesn't mean that they don't have to get like screwed over in any way, but I feel like they're just more the person that could be doing the screwing. Does that make sense? But there's a situation here where it's karmic from what I see. If it has to do with love in any way, shape, or form, there could be abuse, there could be cheating here, you know. But this is something that causes a lot of instability. There's a lot of harsh energies here. It's either someone who's just being extremely malicious, you know, even if it's intended malicious, intended malice rather, or somebody that feels that they strongly and in a very extreme way they need to protect themselves from something, but somebody was, you know, someone removed themselves from something that was toxic for them, and despite whether this was like a job or some sort of relationship, I really just feel like somebody was not genuinely invested in this anymore, or maybe it could have been something where you were losing money or just spending too much of it. Okay, now in the present moment, Leos, the first card that you guys have is the Judgment card. So this is a very powerful card because this is when we kind of make like that final choice on something. So does it stay, does it go, is it good for us, is it not, do we like this, do we not? So let's see why this is here. Death card. So you're definitely making a choice to have a big change, you know, come into your life, and you have the Knight of Wands here. So you guys are in a place where, honestly, I know that this is a general reading. For what I've read up till now, I don't necessarily see any pain that could have come from the Leo, but again, a lot of this is going to be vice versa. I just feel like there's something that you guys are very passionately moving forward, and it's something that's very good for you, and you're able to get into all of this because of something that didn't work out, because of something that fell out. This could be a friendship, this could be a job, this could be you know, a group project that you're working on or something like that. Okay, now the center of your reading and the next card for your present moment is the Five of Wands. So I'm going to look at this as like a central energy. And with the Five of Wands, this is when there's like fighting, bickering, arguing, just kind of like a pettiness in the air. So let's see why this is showing up. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Fool card in the reverse. Honestly, guys, this is not going to be a time where you're going to want to push a situation that isn't coming to you naturally. If this has to come with love, you know, whether this is the Leo that needs to listen to this advice or the cross watcher, I feel that there's a situation where someone's just not genuinely invested, and you have to see it for what it is, and you kind of have to just let it go and realize that it's a mistake to go in that direction. Leos, you guys have pride though, so so your pride can work in two ways. It could work in a way where it's hard for me to see a Leo doing this, but then it could also be the opposite, where Leo's like, who the fuck does this person think they are to leave me? Like, no, come here, bitch. You don't see that I'm like the queen or king of this kingdom. So it could go in both ways, but the most I'll say, regardless of who isn't genuinely invested or who may still want something that's not working out, just don't force anything right now that you don't see as natural. If you feel like you have to beg someone to call you, if you feel like you have to constantly try to prove yourself to a boss or something like that, and you're not getting any sort of rewards or recognition for it, then you gotta let it go. All right, this is not going to be a time where you guys want to force anything. Your soul is actually at ease with you guys not continuing forward with something. Okay, now the last card that you guys have for the present moment is the Three of Cups. So with the Three of Cups, this is happiness, this is celebration, this could be like group gatherings. So let's see why this is here. We have the Four of Cups in the reverse, so something is being celebrated here. Some sort of offer is being accepted, whether you're the one accepting it or you're the one making it and it's getting accepted. And it's like a catch-22 situation, because I feel like something really amazing happens here, but you're sad about something. Okay? The example that I can think of that like describes this perfectly, and I've used this before if you guys have, you know, watched me for a while, but there's this one time when I was getting my first car, I got into the hugest fight with this guy that I was dating at the time. So I'm like leaving work and I'm bawling my eyes out and I'm so upset, and my dad was like, hey, I'm outside, you know, come to the regular spot. And then I come outside and I only see one car pulled up, but it's not his car. And I'm like, Dad, I don't see you here. He's like, yeah, you do. And then he like honks the car and gets out, and he was like, surprise, baby, I just got you a new car. And I was like, holy fuck. And I'm like 17 and so excited. So it's like I was celebrating and jumping up, but you know, I still had tears coming down my eyes from that asshole in the past. So no, he's actually a really nice guy. Don't know what he's doing in life now, but I wish him the best, guys. But yeah, this is definitely a situation where there is good coming in. You just have to deal with the things you may not like, the things you have to walk away from, whatever it was that you had to lose faith in and that you had to let go of, okay? Now, going forward into the future, Leo, the first card that you guys have here is the Ten of Swords, okay? So this is going to be some sort of betrayal or some sort of harsh or, you know, a heavy ending that may happen. Lover's card in the reverse, so some sort of fallout is happening here. And you have the Two of Swords in the reverse, so some sort of decision was made or will be made where someone can feel betrayed, someone can feel stabbed in the back. With the Lover's card in the reverse, it doesn't have to be a complete fallout, but at minimum it could be a lot of heavy arguing here. So there's just some sort of unstable transition you're going through because you're realizing that something shouldn't continue. But again, guys, that's where your soul is at ease. You guys have the Nine of Pentacles back here as well. So you know, it's showing that you're in a place where you are able to be self-sufficient and do things on your own, and that you don't need assistance in every part in life. And especially if it has to do with love, it could mean that you don't necessarily need that part or just that sort of love in your life. All right. Now, the next card you guys have is the Three of Pentacles. So this is when you're building on something. This is when there's a lot of teamwork, group work. You're able to just establish a lot for yourself, be recognized, be seen. You're doing something that you're very, very passionate about with the Two of Wands here. And you have the Wheel of Fortune, Leo. Holy fuck. Guys, don't worry about what needs to be left behind. Whether you were the one that stressed out about it or you stressed someone else out, honestly, it works better for everyone from what I'm seeing. Okay, you guys come into something super solid here, guys, so really take advantage of that. Now, it could have something to do with the Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or maybe this is something that has to do with wealth, that has to do with stability, that has to do with your money, just kind of coming up. But again, there's still some sort of loss that you're feeling from something that you had to reject. But at the end of it, with the Six of Pentacles, it's like you have a balance here. Why is this Queen of Pentacles here? You have the Knight of Swords. And you have the High Priestess. So you guys are in a place where you're going to think very logically at this point. You're not really going to be going on a whim with, you know, the emotions that just strike up at a moment's time. I really see you guys listening to your heart, listening to your soul, and getting to a place where you can feel very, very stable within yourself and just have very solid energies around you. Okay? Because there's technically, I would look at this as like three characters. So I'm going to pull one more card just to see if it tells me anything else about this. We have the Five of Cups. So again, there's that sense of loss. There's that sense of sadness. But you guys have something so solid coming in. Whatever it was that was ending or that you had to walk away from, someone just wasn't being honest. Someone wasn't being truthful. You know, maybe it was you guys not being truthful to yourselves. Okay, it could be something like that. Now, I want to talk about this card for a second because for those of you, you know, a lot of decks show this image, but in a lot of decks, you'll see the Five of Cups as an image where there's three cups that are spilled over, and there's usually someone kind of like crying over it and just grieving, you know, the spilled milk. And then you'll usually see two cups that are filled behind them. Okay, so that says a lot. That basically says that you're in a place where there's so many good things coming in. You just have to redirect your focus because you're looking at a situation as, fuck, I lost this, that, and the third. Not realizing that because that didn't work out, you have something incredible coming in, and all the energies around it are so good, are so supporting, are so uplifting. Okay, you're not losing anything. Yeah, you could be losing something, but you're gaining far more. So it does work out in your favor, Leo. Sorry guys, one of my lights just died. So funny story, my cat today jumped on the counter and there was an ice cream out and started licking the ice cream. So I'm an asshole sometimes when he does stuff like that. So I lock him in my son's room because my son wasn't here at the time, and he's good. He has his litter box in there, his food, so this isn't like animal cruelty, so people relax. But I put him in there, and I have, because it's this sort of lighting here. So when I detach this, I just have it like charging, right? So I had this charging and I had it on the floor. So the cat, I didn't even realize this, but he was meowing to get out, but I was just ignoring him. I'm like, no, you got me mad. I'm a Taurus and you don't fuck with a Taurus's food, you know? So this dude starts swatting at the thing and he disconnects the cable that goes into the charging dock to this. So for like a good 2 hours, I'm thinking it's charging, I'm thinking I'm ready to go for work, and that shit was disconnected. My cat is an asshole, okay? The cutest asshole you will ever meet. So that's a good story to tell to Leos, right? So yeah, guys, let's get you guys some cards of advice. And then as a little extra bonus, I've been playing with these fortune telling cards that I've had for a few months. One of my clients slash subscribers, someone that I met at a meet and greet, had gotten me a whole bunch of decks and a whole bunch of, Taurus merch. So it was super, super cool. So thank you, girl, for that. So let's see here. What is the advice for my Leos? All right, guys. So we have the Six of Swords. We have the Page of Cups. And we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe it was a third-party situation that you were in. Maybe it's just a group of people or something that you have to fall away from. Maybe this is something that was keeping you kind of in like a depressive state, but it's showing that there's something that you really have to just leave behind. With the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, whether this is your energy or someone else's, somebody has gone above and beyond. They have done everything possible, to really try to make a situation work. And it just, they didn't get what they wanted. So there can be bitterness, there can be pettiness, but because this person did so much. Okay, this is, in my opinion, one of the hardest cards to put in a reversal. So whether it's you or someone around you, wherever that conflict or reservation is coming from, that's what you guys need to, really work on getting past. So let's pull 3 clarifiers here. We have the Fool card, the Magician, and we have the King of Pentacles. So for a lot of you, there could be a very significant Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And if it's not, then Leo, if you guys were thinking of doing anything that would bring you more finances, I would definitely say this is the month to do it. But you have this new beginning coming in that all you need is yourself to manifest this. For some of you, again, there could be some sort of Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn around this. And if there is, just make sure you don't get them to the point where they just feel like they can't offer you anything else and they kind of just move away from the situation. But here, you guys are going into something new. It's unmarked territory. Maybe this is something that you spoke about doing before, but it's something you haven't done before. All right, so it's something that's gonna, be new to you. And when the Magician comes out, they have every element. You have your wands, your cups, your pentacles, your swords. So this person can literally manifest whatever it is that they need. So when that card comes up, again, you don't need to outsource yourself to all these different places to get what it is that, you need to get done. All right, so let me actually leave these out. I told you guys I was gonna pull you some extra cards. Where were these? Okay. Do and do. All right, so I'm going to show you guys these cards. Now, these are not tarot cards. It's something that was kind of new to me until it was gifted to me, and I thought it was really cool. It was able to give me I feel like it gives you an advantage on readings, and it gives you more information than the actual cards can. And that surprised me because these cards can paint such a detailed picture, but this just kind of adds more to it. So I'm new to this, guys. I'm not 100% well versed on all the cards. So if there's anything here, let me start with the other deck. But if there's anything here I don't know, I'll just look it up real quick and we'll learn about it together. But the first deck I'm going to pull from, guys, is this one here. So fortune telling, playing cards, intuition, caravan. So basically, I'm going to pull 3 cards for you. It's going to show a positive and a negative to the situation that you're dealing with. So kind of the yin and yang and how everything ties in. I'll explain it as I go. It'll make more sense, I promise. All right. Okay. All right, guys. Here's your energy. On the negative side, you can feel like there's a change that you're not necessarily ready for, or that could feel uncomfortable for you. But this is going to really bring a lot of security to you, to your side of things. Now, it shows the good and bad in the situation. So you guys see, so it's like, yeah, you're hesitant towards that change, but it's going to be amazing. But let's look at the card behind that. I actually learned how to read tarot with regular playing cards. So I didn't have the major arcana at all. So when you guys have, the 10 of diamonds here, this is the 10 of pentacles. This is wealth. This is money. This is very abundant change that comes in. So let's look at the cards that actually fell out. So on one end, you have separation of some sort because of a disloyalty that you felt. Okay, now the separation in this case is actually the good part because it's going to bring you much better energies. The next card that you have on the negative end, you have stagnation. So maybe you were putting it off. Maybe you're in a place where something's holding you back from doing it, you know, but it shows with determination you will get through it. All right, this would be the Seven of Wands in the deck. So with looking at this, the Seven of Wands talks about perseverance, really standing through a tense situation where people can really be coming at you and attacking you, but you're standing your ground, okay? And then here's the last card, which would be the Ace of Cups here, okay? So on the negative side, let's start there and end with good news. We have obstacles that you guys have to go through, but what do you get from this? A new beginning. And the Ace of Cups talks about a very passionate new beginning. So yes, guys, there's changes, but you got to roll with these punches. It's going to be so much better for you. All right. So lastly, the last deck I'm going to use here is Mystical Kipper. Okay. So this is a very similar thing. So let's see what 3 cards come out for you guys. All right. So the first one, guys, is Hope, Big Water. I'll talk about that in a moment. I remember this card very well. Expectation. Holy shit, guys. So there's not a lot of cards that talk about time in this deck. It could just talk about a situation and not necessarily tell you like when it's going to happen, if it's not already happening. But both of these cards talk about time and something that comes in quick, so I'll get back to that in a second. Let me pull one more. Rich, Good Gentleman. Okay, so the energy here you have is living room. Okay, so with that being an energy, think of just how intimate the living room in your home is. You know, it's a place where you go for comfort. It's a place where you want to feel comfortable. And it's kind of like a living room. It's kind of like a mood. The way we would set up our living rooms to ensure that we can have like chill time and downtime there, and that we can really feel at home. So it doesn't have to be an actual room or something happening in a living room. It's just something that is close to you or something that you're open to. You have, you know, direct access to. There's a vulnerability there. You know, it's like, this is my home. This is where I'm at. This is something that's closely, you know, in my life. Okay, so with these cards, guys, basically what this means, we'll start with the Rich, Good Gentleman. Now, this is a general reading, but with the Rich, Good Gentleman, there can be something revolving around a man, and this would usually be someone that is usually maybe around the same age as you. If anything, they could be a little bit older, but this would talk about how there can be a man that's kind of like really tied up in everything that's happening right now, whether it's you or someone around you. But with Rich, Good Gentleman, this is somebody that, you know, with rich, it doesn't necessarily have to be wealth, but there's something that comes in that makes you very, very abundant. Okay, whether it's wealth, whether it's this incredible new love, but it's something where you feel rich, you feel wealthy, because it's just, it's just giving you the best of something. Okay, so you have something coming in, and then guys, Hope, Big Water, and expectations. The Hope, Big Water talks about something huge, guys, that comes in, and so does expectation. But what I love is that both of these talk about specifically something that will come into your life within 3 months. Okay, you guys have something fucking solid coming in. Excuse my French, but it's just, it's exciting, it's good vibes. I have chills for you guys. So this is awesome, Leo. Okay, you guys are going to be just fine. Don't let anything stress you out. Everything is working in your favor. You're not losing anything. The universe is just helping you to drop, you know, dead weight so that you can ascend, so that you can do what you need to do. Now, I'm excited to see how things continue. I'll be coming out with your mid-month reading, and guys, I have not forgot about the birthday readings that I owe you. So I've just been playing catch up, guys. As a lot of you know, I have you know, I've been telling everyone that I am not doing personal readings anymore. So I had it open for like about a week and a half to let, you know, last minute people come in and purchase readings. So I just got so busy and bombarded with so much work. So I'm just in a place where I'm just catching up. And once I'm caught up with these personal reading, guys, you can expect so much more content. And I'm just so excited to finally get to a place where I'm going to have so much more time on my hands. And I don't have people, you know, upset with having to wait for readings. And it's just a huge weight that's going to come off my shoulders soon. And I will make a video, Kim K ugly crying, when I'm done with the reading, so everyone can enjoy the relief in Lissette's tone. But yeah, guys, I love y'all. Y'all know that. I think this is really, really solid. I don't offer readings, like I said, but I do still offer questions. So it's $11 a question. You can ask me anything. The turnaround time is about 5 business days at most. I got a little bit behind last week, guys, because of all the things that came in, but I'll be caught up like in a day or two. So you can go ahead and get that. But everything is in the description below. My social media, my Twitter, my Instagrams, whatever you guys need. Harass me in any way you want. I'm kidding, but you can give me a follow. All right? That's about as much harassment as I'll take. But Leos, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.